What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again, guys. We have a special alternate paint scheme from year 2000 from Burton. I believe this car was ran at the Bud Shootout in Daytona that year, and it is one of the more unique-looking Caterpillar. Well, it's almost a Dodge, but it's a Pontiac. That makes it even more unique. Yes, Burton drove a Pontiac. Let's go ahead and check out this diecast. All right, folks, here's a look at the packaging here. And let me just say, what a dope looking packaging. You have the car illustration here. You have the driver name. Just amazing looking packaging design. And then right here with like the Burton, it's part of the background design as well as on this side as well. Like whoever designed this is perfect for a t-shirt. Almost a television shirt. I'm an idiot. A t-shirt design. This is beautiful. We got 164 scale diecast replica Racing Champions preview, year 2000. Now, I looked online, and I only saw this car running at Daytona. I think it was a Bud Shootout exclusive. I don't know. Maybe they ran it again. I can't remember Burton running another paint scheme like this. He did have kind of, I think it was a wildlife car or something. He ran, I think, in 01 or 02 that had some, I think, some white on it. But this was a pretty unique paint scheme. And what better way to kick off the first race of the millennium at the Bud Shootout? Fantastic plastic condition, by the way. Like, this thing looks verbatim brand new. Like, it looks exactly the same way the modern day NASCAR Authentics plastic looks. So great job with them producing plastic that has not deteriorated. Here's the back panel of the card. One thing I really wish they could have done is maybe show some of the other cars. You know, maybe have like a little list or something. Because I imagine they released these in waves or batches. You know, like, hey, in this palette we got 20 different diecasts and they distribute it to all these stores or something, you know. I wish they would have showed a little bit more. I think that would have been cool. Maybe a teaser for the next product, because you look at Hot Wheels, they did a little bit of a teaser where they would show like, hey, you know, 124s, 164s, time trial sets. They had the color changing cars. They would show a little bit of a preview. And Action Winter Circle would also show their different lines and stuff on there. I feel like that might have been a little bit of a missed thing. They do say about, you know, go to racingchampions.com and all that, but I mean, this is back in the millennium days. You know, this is back, you know, if you're an early fan, you know, if you're, I don't know, if you're like 10 in year 2000, it's a lot more convenient to just be able to look at a back of a card piece. So I feel like that's one thing they could have changed. But when you have artwork on the front page this amazing, who really cares? I'm going to go ahead and carefully open up this diecast, and yes, it is an overproduced piece. All right, folks, here we go in the studio. Brand new from year 2000. Can you believe it? 25 years ago. NASCAR marketed the year 2000 year a lot. It was a huge deal for motorsports. I mean, NASCAR. And then you think about all the freaking, you know, stick and ball sports. Even they would market year 2000, NFL, all the crazy logos, you know, baseball, basketball, X, Y, and Z. It was interesting how they would all market the millennium differently, but in a way similar at the same time. It was a huge deal. Nowadays, it's like, it's 25 years ago. It's just crazy, man, how fast time has flown by. My goodness, I miss being a kid back in the 2000s. Over to the front of the diecast, you have Cat Dealer right there. This is probably the first, not Hot Wheels, but Racing Champions Pontiac I have opened up probably since one of my Ken Schrader diecasts. No, probably my Johnny Benson 2003 car. I'm not even going to lie. It was either the Ricky Craven Tide car or my Johnny Benson Valvoline car. So this was 03 or 04. It's been like 21 years since I've opened a brand new Pontiac diecast. That's crazy. Cat Dealer's there. Go to the front of the diecast and check out the front of this Pontiac. Wow. Definitely very different than the Action Winter Circle mold, which I'll be honest with you, I think looks a lot more realistic in my honest take. You have the 22 right there, Pontiac Grand Prix. A lot of kind of a silver touch to the headlights, which looks good. Medium tone grille with the actual metal embedded, you know, texture. That looks good. I like the yellow around the front grill piece. That looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at this diecast here. You got Clevite, Union 76 per stone. You got Moog, Simpson, Plastalock, and maybe Edelbrock, not sure. You got Bill Davis Racing, which I don't remember them putting their logo on the front lower valence, but they did. Go The left side of the diecast here, and just what a remarkable looking car here, fellas. The whole car obviously is painted white, but one thing I'm noticing, and the reason why I mentioned that, it looks like they actually painted the yellow on the car. I'm not even going to hold you. I don't know why they would, but it looks like they might have done that. You can see like there's some random yellow lines here. There's kind of a yellow haze fade around this decal. I have no earthly idea why, but it, like right here, look at that. That's not a decal, that's paint. So for whatever reason, instead of just printing a random little yellow stripe here, they painted it. I have no earthly idea why, but they did. That is crazy to me. Like, I feel like that makes it so much more difficult. I don't know. That perplexes me, to be honest with you. Got your Caterpillar dealers, Cat Polaris. That's pretty cool. Got what the biff is that? I have no idea. I like the Pontiac Arrow being the jack post. That's pretty cool. You have DuPont NASCAR race car, missing your Bud Pole Award and Winston Cup decal. Gatorade 3M STP. Comp Bowman, Raybestos Goodies, True Value, and World.com. Got Goodyear there. Ward Burton, Caterpillar. Got your B post decal. Go to the back panel of the diecast. There's no Pontiac word on the back bumper, which I think they're supposed to be. They got the rear of the car pretty accurate, but I still think the winner circle one is way better in my honest opinion. Got Cat dealers. Thank you, it says right there in the back panel. Well, thank you for watching this video too. Maybe they put that decal on there to tell the viewers thank you 25 years ago. No, I'm kidding. You have Polaris, I think, on the left tail light, but unfortunately it doesn't stand out, so you can't really see it. There is a 22 on the right tail light, but unfortunately it blends in. That was probably overlooked, unfortunately. Go to the right side of the diecast. One little subtle detail is there's a gradient on the 22. Look at the bottom portion of the 22 and look at the top. You can see kind of a yellow, but in between it, there's kind of a white fade. Same thing on this side as well. I'm not really sure if that's accurate or not. This car was produced well before it hit the racetrack, so there's probably some design changes. I will say, though, for a Racing Champions diecast to be produced 25 years ago, I don't see any decal issues. Great job with the clear coat. I don't see any decal issues, to be honest with you. I'm pretty impressed, to be honest with you, because the lighter color the car, the faster it ages, right? I've seen some, I think it was some Team Caliber Mark Martin cars from like year 2000. The whole front end of the car, I want to say, is all painted white, and there's so many like decal cracks in it. And these are the 124s. I mean, these things were, you know, they weren't cheap, right? And the whole front end is just, it's just falling apart in terms of just the cracks. Like, it's amazing. And then you have some of these diecasts that were made, you know, the same manufacturer, all that stuff, probably used a lot of the same ingredients, and they've just aged better. So it has to be environment. You know, if you store your diecasts in a, you know, colder temperature or warmer temperature, all these different things affect the metal grade and whatnot. Got thank you dealers right there on the deck lid. That's pretty cool. What a cool little alternate paint scheme for Ward Burton, man. Huge Ward Burton fan, huge Jeff Burton fan. Really cool diecast here. And year 2000 Pontiac. And that's another little thing. It doesn't say year 2000 on the car. So this makes me think, was this car even well before the year 2000 promotion? Was this like or let's say promotion, but I meant like before they announced or decided they're going to put the year 2000 logo, this right here, on the A post, because you don't see it on the illustration and you don't see it on the diecast. So this might have been something announced way, way ahead. And Racing Champions, you know, for the prices you would usually get these cars at, they provided amazing value. Not only get an extremely cool artwork, you get a diecast, but you also get a plastic base, and then you even get a trading card. I mean, just remarkable the amount of stuff you would get. So you have Racing Champions Preview NASCAR 2000. You have this little card that comes out. You have the 22 right there. Ward Burton Racing Champions. You got the good old Ward Burton, man. I love him. NASCAR 2000. And in the back panel says, well, you guessed it, Jeff Burton. South Boston, Virginia, October 25th, 1961. Ward Burton. What an awesome just accessory to put with a diecast, man. You get the little base that you can put your car on, and then it has a little slot where you could put a trading card there as well. So you could take like a photo of the car or whatever, and I mean, you could display your next-gen cars. You could customize these things. You know, you could do whatever you want with the display. But what a remarkable car from Racing Champions made 25 years ago, fellas. Do you have this diecast? What is your favorite Ward Burton car? Make sure to comment down below. My favorite Ward Burton car ever, probably just going to be the 2002 one because he won the Daytona 500 in that. I love that paint scheme. And then he had the Caterpillar Flames car. I want to say he ran it at the Bristol Night Race in '02 because he had the incident with Dale Jr. and the helmet toss and all that stuff. Was it the helmet or was the Hans device? It was one of those. But that was a cool paint scheme as well. And then, of course, you know, he had the Net Zero car days. Then he had, in the 90s, he had the MB&A car, which was the Pontiac. It was from the same team, I believe, the 22 team, which is Bill Davis Racing. I like that paint scheme as well. So he had some pretty cool stuff. That's all for now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed one. If you want to help support the channel, make sure to tap in down below in the description with that promo code you can use over there at Circle with Diecast. You could save money and you can help support the channel. I could do more videos like this for y'all. That's all for now. Have a blessed one. Diecastbuffet signing off.